Hello, tell me, what comes in your mind when you hear of the word problem or you think of problem? Well, do you know that it's so nice, it's so positive to have problems? I'll let you know why. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the T.O.T. Greetings from wherever you are. This is the amazing show of the thoughts of thinkers, where I tend to share about the realities of thoughts. I always speak from my mind, inspired by most of your thoughts and concerns, and guided by God's wisdom. I'm your host, JAMM LEKI KUSH, and this is the 9th episode of the T.O.T, whereby I want us to talk about the importance of problems, what they call from our good friends, wahala. We need more wahala in life. Why do you need more problems in life? What's the importance? Do you know that without problems you don't have a purpose? Oh yes. In life, for you to know that you've made a progress, you ought to have solved a problem. For you to become wiser, for you to learn, you ought to have gone through a problem and resolved it, or learned how to resolve it. Hope you're getting the sense now on why we need problems. This is my analogy and my thinking. Oh, and sorry, forgive my broken voice. Broken voice. Hope you understand. Now, what's the importance of problems in life? You see, when I was young, and I believe every other person, when they were young, they were taken to school. And we were introduced to problems. Okay, after we were taught the A, B, C, D, do, all that, we were introduced to problems. We were introduced to questions and also introduced to problems. Now, there's the difference. Questions will test your memories, right? Problems will test the ability of your brain to go outside the box. And if you remember very well, the problems we were introduced to are mathematical problems. Mathematics is one of the things in life that makes you or your brain to be so much proactive. Juu akili yako inagongana right, left and center to get a mathematical problem solved, or to get to figure out how to solve the problem. The reason why they are usually called mathematical problems, as far as I'm concerned, it is because, one, they're not necessary. They're not necessary. Those problems, they're not necessary as such in life, the way they are in the books. But we need them because it's just like a kid. A kid is introduced to vaccines. So what it means to be vaccinated, it's that now your body is young, you being a certain virus is being injected in you, or a certain infection is injected in you, so that your body izoeshwe, so that your body may start generating soldiers who can fight back. Imagine a problem is being induced in you so that your body is triggered to be ready to deal with this problem, such that as you grow, when now the real infection comes, leave alone this one that has been introduced with a certain level of measure by the doctor, When now it hits you hard, the soldiers are already ready. Same case with math, and the same case with any other problem. The mathematical problem, it will come your way, inakusumbua akili, but do you know mathematical problems are some of the things that really broadens people's brain because they get you thinking. Now it advances gradually to more problems. They can be biological and all that, but for me, I'm going to relate more with math because for me, more of a mathematician. Now these problems, as you progress, you would realize there's some big equations that actually you can't solve them. Even the teachers can't solve them unless you first simplify. It's so huge that, oh my, just the thought of solving it makes you weighed down. So before you solve that equation, you just need to relax, try and break it down. Break it maybe into 5 parts. Solve a part by itself, a part on its own. Then the solutions you get, you join them to get the final solution. Now, that process relates with many other disciplines, even like chemistry and physics, but allow me to continue using the discipline of math that I understand better. And actually, the moment you're able to solve these problems, you usually feel so good about yourself. You see, like these guys who usually like mathematics guru, a big equation is written, but within no time they have given an answer, and you're like, wait a minute, the working of this whole thing can cover a whole book, but you have just used quarter a book, and you have completed solving the question before every other person. Well, it's because they have learned the art of simplifying, and in life that's what solving problems requires. When the problems are here, you need to look into how do I break it down. Now let me get to the climax of this. Someone may say, I have dwelt so much on the mathematics and the problem. Well, I had to use that literally example. So now on to the climax of this. In a real life situation, let's say I have a problem to deal with. I don't know what kind of problem should I take as an example. Well, in any case, you need to look into how I got distracted by something that was happening behind the scenes. In any case, when you have a problem, first thing you need to analyze. Just the way you take a mathematical equation and analyze the equation. Then look into it and see what can be solved first. What part of the equation can be solved first. Just as we do with algebraic equations or the board mass. You take the bracket part of it, you'll solve it. Then what's next? Now that's how life needs you to handle problems. You have a big problem. Let's say it has rained. You need to move out of where you are to another place. You have limited time. The roads are bad. You also need to attend to something in town before you get to the job. Those are problems that you're having. Like from the point that you are, like in the next 1 hour, those are problems you're going to experience. They are problems because they're disturbing your mind. Now, for better understanding, problem is something that is provoking your mind. A solution, in this case, it's something that you'll figure out from that problem and make your mind relax. It's as simple as that. So in such a scenario, the moment you sit down for a minute, then you plan and say, okay, since these are the way situations are, I'll do this first, then I'll follow up with this, then I know when I do this and that, it will affect me in this way. You also, the moment you analyze, you've broken down and have figured out up to the end goal, how is it likely to end, then that means you're able to deal with the situation. And that's how situations are in life, what you call problematic situations. Forgive me for this. I never thought the nose will start running in the course of this, but sorry, allow me for some seconds. Okay, don't mind me, niko na hoba kidogo. It's the weather thing, that's why niliwaambia sauti yangu it's a bit broken than usual. So the moment you're able to take a situation, break it down on how to go about it, and look into what to forego, what to prioritize, that is the ability to solve a problem. And if at all you didn't have this problem at first, you will not be able to discover the ability. Vile vile kama mwili yako haingepewa vaccine, haingejua ati inaweza kupigana na certain disease in case it comes, but it was triggered. So that's what problems does to our life. They trigger us to realize more potential within us. Be blessed.